Hi, I'm Angela Miles from Canada. I'm a member of the International Feminist Network for a Gift Economy. And these are feminists from all over the world doing work in many, many different areas with a really deep critique of the system we have, the life-denying system, and visions of how we can be living more in harmony with each other and with the nature and in peace. And the theorizing of a paradigm of gift and a paradigm of exchange that Genevieve Vaughan has done is very, very important to our understanding of the changes that are needed and the kind of alienation, really, that we have from each other as human beings and from nature. A gift paradigm, and naming this as a paradigm of basic human relations, not just a decision to give a gift, is a unilateral relationship, one to another, where goods flow, and an exchange, on the other hand, exchange as a much later development within human social relations is actually a distortion of that basic formation of ourselves as human beings and our relationship to Mother Nature, which we also understand as we human beings have understood as a caring, interactive, but flow relationship. Exchange, by definition, as a paradigm, is what we engage in with an idea of what we will get back from that exchange. It is self-referential. It is not a direct relationship. And in that sense, as the human societies developed, it wasn't just developing to be more social, which is often understood to be. The fact that there are two people necessarily involved in exchange doesn't make it more social. It is an interruption of the basic human relationship, which is gift. And it limits wealth. And it actually destroys our relationship to intrinsic value of each other, which we give when we give a gift, and to everything that we see. When money is involved, unlike what economists tell us, that money was developed in order to facilitate the distribution of goods and services, because if we didn't have money, we only would get things exchanged if two people happened to meet each other who happened to have things of roughly the same value that they could exchange. It's absurd. That is a total fiction. In fact, things flowed well before money happened. Money was developed to measure the value of loans, actually. But that was already at a time when the relationships, human relationships, mothering relationships to each other, to our community, with nature, were interrupted, some kind of separation from that experience of ourselves in each other, men and women, in gift relation. Once that was interrupted for some reason, things began to be measured. And they were measured, as I say, not originally because money had a value, but to measure loans, which did not need to be measured before. And when you start measuring things and you have a market, then it becomes costly to give. Even in societies, in communities where there's very little market going on, when things just flowed where they were needed, by giving the community wealth, the use value of goods went up because people who needed them used them. Once you have money involved, people are more reluctant. It's not that they get fixated with money and they want to grab it right away and want to pile it up. It's because they are losing the possibility that they may need to get some money from those things. So the money and the market and exchange also has, so it's broken the human intrinsic direct human connection with the whole value of everything. We lose the connection of relating directly to a sunset. Children love flowers. They love giving things. That's a joy. And that's not an exchange. That is a relationship to everything. And once you have money, then, and this is even before money has a value and you can do anything with it. Then, of course, when money becomes becomes a value in itself, it further interrupts gift because it gets piled up. And in fact, if we look at a maternal gift economy, what we can see is that the whole of the market economy is parasitical on gifts of nature, gifts of women's work, and surplus value from workers, male and female workers. The kind of fiction that our economy, the economy is separate from human relationships and is productive, is allowing us to be fuller, and that exchange relations are the basic human relationship, is a fiction that is so deep and so devastating and so well entrenched with patriarchy, and then our relation to nature and our relationship to money. And when you have capitalist markets, you have the capacity for this kind of exchange to define everything, to be in every area, not any area. And then our spiritual traditions and our politics, our political struggles, both those at their best are about trying to get that connection. Who wants social equality is looking at that depth of that. But many, many are. They want more human relationships. And it seems to me that the importance for diverse women, for diversity, and for the focus of the issue for this manifesto, this shows the link of the social struggles and the ecological struggles. These are all about our essential humanity in relationship and with all our relations. So that kind of, that seeing the paradigm of gift as a basic human relationship reveals exchange as the distortion, not just unequal exchange, not just exchange that is intended to be unequal and to steal surplus labor and accumulate. It's essential, it is human alienation. We need that, and the spiritual and political is linked in that sense of gift and relation.